Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we have the weekly preview for July 13th, 2020. So let's get into it. Just turn my game on, just book up, all that lovely stuff. Grab my tribute, you can see why you want to have all your kingdoms upgraded. Opened up, upgraded, tributes as high as possible, power level as high as possible. You get 11 gems. So I must have got 10 or 12 tributes. The game is loading. It's time, it's time, it's Sinny time. Okay. There's our flaming axe goat. You guys know when I'm joking, when I'm going hard on the game about like details and specific things, I'm joking a little bit, you know? I was talking about that before, like, I don't know, never mind. Sometimes I'm joking when I'm ranting, but not all the time. And it's not a whole, it's not like 100% joke, of course. I do get annoyed by things, and I rant about it. But once I get going on something, if I continue, then it's probably a joke. Like, if I mention something once and I just keep going, then it's probably not a joke, you know what I mean? Like, if I keep going on and on and on about this flaming axe, it's probably a rant for entertainment purposes. Not that I think I should go into Infinity +2 offices and flip a table or something because there's a troop inconsistency. That's funny. Alright, weekly preview. Probably should get into this before new people leave. They're like, what the heck is this guy doing? He's just talking. Okay. What do I do first? Did I just skip that whole event screen? Dang it. Where is it at? Here it is. Okay, we can do this. Goat Busters! That's pretty funny. New rare troop, Selene Guard. Get this troop with glory from the reward tab of the shop. Raid Boss, help your guild close the portals this week. Use troops from a kingdom, Pan's Vale, in daily battles to defeat the raid boss. Week of Pan's Vale, all Pan's Vale troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Wildfolk, all Wildfolk gain 10% to their skills. And bonus gold, use the Selene Guard in PvP and Explorer to gain 400 gold. Let's go to the Soulforge, see what we got today. Maybe Hiking Iron Gut? I don't know. I haven't turned on the game yet. I don't know yet. We'll see. I have 4,000 diamonds, so I'm hoping it's something I need, but for you guys, I'm hoping it's Hiking Iron Gut. Soulforge. Go straight to the mythics, because we like going straight to the good stuff. Alright, what do we have here? Umanath. Arachnian Weaver. Ketris the Bull. Amnesia. Okay. Let's just read them all real quick. Dullahan, Garuda, Silva Namora, and Celestacia. So these are our legendaries. Okay, for the mythics, which one is the best? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because of Arachnian Weaver and Ketris. Those are really close. Amnesia and Umaneth are like way, way, way down. So we have two good ones and two terrible ones. The one I see used more in my experiences, and these two mythics are probably tied around the same. Around the, let's see, between, I don't know, 5 to 10. Probably closer to the 10, but not 10, you know, like 8, 9, 7, something like that. That's where I would put these mythics, somewhere between 5 and 10. So good ones, if you don't have them, they're good ones. They're definitely in the good category. Like if I was doing tiers, I would call these at least B, probably A tier. And I hate people that text me at 7 in the morning like, what is your problem? Catcher's the Bull and Arachnian Weaver. Yeah. A tier mythics, B tier mythics, something like this. Top 10, probably around the 10. And I'm gonna go with Ketris as my number 1 recommendation. Ketris the Bull, 22, red, green, brown. Wild Plains, Divine Tauros. He has a spell called Blood Hunger. Deal 31 splash damage to an enemy, boosted by my attack, life, and armor. So you jack up his life, most likely, but his life, attack, and armor, you jack it up, and then he does a ton of damage. And it's somewhat scalable. His traits are Tauros Bond. Allied Tauros gain 2 life. Armored, reduce damage from skulls by 25%, and Raging Bull, gain 2 attack, armor, and life when matching red gems, so that also helps with his Blood Hunger. So, put him with something like Yasmine's Pride, if you have that, and Yasmine's Pride takes armor from the enemy, and gives it 2 life, I think. So it jacks up Ketris the Bull's spell damage. So really good mythic. I'm going to say that's my number 1, but very closely behind is Arachnian Weaver, who was available last week, by the way, with event keys. So if you didn't get it last week, here's your chance again. See, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Ketris is my number 1, and this is my number 2. Because I don't know if I'd recommend getting this if you don't have High King Iron Gut, the Wild Queen, Ferris Ra, you know, stuff like that. The new mythic, the LOS, the Lord of Slaughter, Ketris the Bull, even Tina. Like, whenever I go, like, say which ones you should get before a mythic, I leave some out, I'm sure, because I can't think of every mythic at all times. But, I always remember, like, High King Iron Gut, Ferris Ra, the Wild Queen. There's at least 3, 4, 5 that you should get before this one, and Ketris might be one of them, just slightly. So Arachnian Weaver, unless you're gonna make like a crazy Arachnian Weaver web spinner team or something, I don't know. Soul carry yellow, green, purple, 20. Elf monster. Hold on a sec. Abyssal Strands. Web all enemies. Deal 43 true damage to the last 2 enemies. If an enemy dies, explode 15 gems. Stealthy. Cannot be targeted by spells unless there are no other targets. Impervious. Immune to all status effects but Devour and Mana Burn. Creeping Doom. 75% chance to summon a web spinner when an enemy dies. Really good traits there. Stealthy, good. Impervious, good. Creeping Doom, really good. 3 really good traits. This thing has great traits. Webs all enemies, deals true damage, and explodes 15 gems if they die. Like, it's a good mythic. No matter what else I said, it's still a good one. So, if you don't have it, and you have Ketris, and you have High King Iron Gut, then, not terrible if you would craft it if you didn't get it last week. Like, number 3, I don't know. We have to decide between Umanath and Amnesia. Umanath, 25, red, green, brown. Pride Lands, Divine Rashka. Deal 27 damage to an enemy boosted by all their skills. If the enemy dies, gain 10 attack and create 12 skulls. Okay, now I think this is my number 3. Not as bad as I thought. I thought it was a different mythic, my bad. But I'm not like very experienced with it. I didn't even know it was a woman. I just looked in the middle of the card and like, whoa, there's a dude has boobies. Deal 27 damage to an enemy boosted by all their skills. If an enemy dies, gain 10 attack and create 12 skulls. Kind of like a dollar store Zolgoth. Traits are Eagle Eye. Place Hunter's Mark on enemies when doing skull damage. So if you put her in first slot, didn't even know it was a woman, by the way, until now. You know, Agile, 20% chance to dodge skull damage. Huntress, gain 4 attack with matching 4 or more gems. Yeah, so solid third. My bad. Not something you want to craft, though, I don't think. Not unless you have, like, the top 10 mythics already. But not as bad as I thought. Probably C tier, B tier, probably C tier, something like that. Amnesia. 22 blue, purple, yellow, blighted lands, Daemon. Explode all gems of a chosen color. Summon an infernal king. Fireproof. Immunity to burning and fairy fire. Accursed. All enemies lose 2 random skill points. Queen's Grace. All daemons gain 2 attack and life at the start of each turn. So, pretty much terrible traits. Not a great spell. You just, I don't know. High mana cost. Not good. That's one of those mythics. That's like the first mythic you get, you know? And you're like, yeah, I got a mythic. And then it's that one, and you're like, I gotta put it in a team. No matter what. Here on the weapons, what do we have? Oh, I forgot to go over the legendaries, my bad. Dullahan, Garuda, Sylvanamora, Celestacia. I'm going to say Sylvanamora is the best legendary, but you shouldn't craft any of these unless you are, unless you have 0 legendaries, or you have almost all of them. And that is, and you, let's say you have 99% of the legendaries and it's the last one you need, then okay. Let's say you have 0 legendaries and you're having a really hard time getting any legendaries or mythics, then okay. But other than that, if you have 1 or 2 or 20 or 30, don't be crafting legendaries unless it's very specific ones, like Yagwe and the Dragon Soul. And a few others. 17 green brown Sylvanamora Forest of Thorns Dragon. I use this in the last slot of some scalable teams. Sorry, like clear my throat, burping, everything. Gotta put the mic up a couple times here. Explode a column, deal 33 damage to all enemies. That's not the reason people use it. The reason they use it is the Dragon Vines. Dragon Vines entangle the first enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches. So every time you match 4 or 5 gems, you get to entangle the first enemy. That pretty much keeps them entangled. Then they can't crush you with skulls into dust. Dragon Boon, 25% chance to summon a Dragonette on death. And huge, gain 2 life for 4 or 5 gem matches. Dragon Boon and Dragon Vines, not bad. It's exploding, it's doing damage, it's not bad, not a bad dragon. If you like dragons, this one might be one of the better dragons. Like, you got World Breaker, you got the Dragon Soul, you got Sylvanamora, you know? There's not too many great dragons these days. Elamagrim's okay. Divinia is probably the best dragon, in my opinion. But other than those, I don't know. Name the best dragon in the comments, because I did a video like a year ago on the top 5 dragons, and I put Divinia as #1. And at the time, I was like, man, I probably shouldn't have put Divinia as #1. But now that I look back on it, I'm like, yeah, it probably is #1. Like, good job, me. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. So that's the best legendary in the Soulforge, and I should probably put some pep in my step here. But the other 3 here are just, I've seen Garuda used like once or twice, and Celestacia is another dragon, and Dullahan I've never seen used. I'll just read the things real quick in just an order. I think Garuda would be #2, maybe. 15 red, yellow, Suncrest, Elemental Strix. Summon a Firestorm, deal 33 damage to all enemies. Boost, gain 1 magic boosted by red gems. Naga Slayer, deal double skull damage versus Naga, fireproof, and soaring. All allied Strix gain 5 life and attack. He's used in those very specific Suncrest / Strix elemental stipulation restriction events sometimes, but that is it. Celestacia. 14 yellow, blue, white helm, divine dragon. Create 9 gems of a chosen ally's mana color. Cleanse and give 32 life to them. Dragon Bond, revered. All allies gain 2 random skill points. Celestial Shield, gain a barrier on 4 or 5 gym matches. So not a terrible dragon. If you need a 4th dragon and you're just trying to make a dragon team, or you need a mana generator specifically that cleanses and whatnot, you know, for dragon teams, not bad. If you're trying to like create a dragon team. And Dullahan, never used this thing in my life. It does have cool troop art though, like the Headless Horseman. 18 red brown Galvania Undead Knight, deal 28 damage to an enemy, boosted by ally and enemy deaths. That's the one I was talking about. Kill either the first enemy or first ally, so terrible. Necromancy, gain 50% bonus souls from battle, undying, immune to poison, disease, and death mark. Headhunter, 50% chance to summon a Vorgol when an enemy dies. So pretty bad. People have to die for it to do damage. Like, that might be the worst thing in the game. So anyway, that's the troops that are available in the Soulforge. The only one that I would say you should craft is Ketris. Followed closely by Arachnean Weaver, and then the best legendary is Sylvanamora. If you want to ignore my advice and just go ahead and get one anyway, Sylvanamora. Weapons. Yasmin's Pride, yo. So we have Yasmin's Pride plus Ketris this week. That is good. Those two go together. So if you happen to have an extra 300 diamonds, you can make the Ketris team. Which is usually 2 Ketris the Bulls and like Yasmin's Pride and you know, some kind of brown mana generator or whatever, like whatever, or like Harpy Mage or whatever. But yeah, that's the best weapon in here. Yasmin's Pride. Eliminate all armor from an enemy. Give all allies 33 life, boosted by armor eliminated. So it's like Ketris's bedfellow. Firebrand, gain 1 attack. What am I talking about? I'm reading traits off of my hero. It's funny. But yeah, you should get this if you don't have it. This is the most important thing this week, in my opinion. Yasmin's Pride. Because it's a weapon you can't get from any other... You can't get it any other way. This is the only way to get it, is when it pops up in the Soulforge. Ketris you can get randomly from keys. Ketris you can get with the vent keys on his week. Yasmin's Pride you cannot get, except for right now, when it pops up in the Soulforge. So, most important thing this week, I would say, if you don't have 300 diamonds, what are you doing? You can get that in like 2 or 3 days. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can get these diamonds this week just by doing your dungeons. I guess if you don't have the jewels, but go do the challenges. Challenges give jewels. And then you can make celestials with jewels too. If you don't have 15,000 souls, you can go... There's no reason. There's no reason. I don't want to hear somebody come in and say, I don't have 600 green jewels. Go do all the challenges. You can do it. You can do it. Do your dungeons all week. On Green Dungeon Day, buy the offer if it's not for real money. Sometimes you can buy offers. So yeah. Slay Bells. Deal 38 damage to an enemy and a random enemy, steal 1 magic from the enemy. Never used that. Radiant Jewel we get this week from raids, I think. So don't buy it here. Glaive of Many Goats. I've never even heard of this. Somehow I have it. Deal 43 damage to an enemy, boosted by Wildfolk allies, then create a mix of 6 green and yellow gems for each Wildfolk ally. And that is it. So Sleigh Bells, Glaive of Many Goats, and Yasmin's Pride. Yasmin's Pride, the most important thing for the whole week, above Ketris. Because you can't get it any other way, except for right here like this. Alright. Look at that, I can make 9 deeds of magic. I need Imperial deeds though. That's what I need. Alright, finally done with that. Let's see what the event keys, what we got in the drop table. Pan's Veil. That means who? Pan's Veil. I'm trying to think. Pan's Veil. Should I have went down or up? Probably down. Up, there we go. Let's do it by base rarity. And show all. The Wild Queen, okay. So really, really, really good week to throw your event keys, because the Wild Queen is like a top, definitely a top 5. Could be argued as a top 3 mythic, one of the best in the game, really good for PvP and Guild Wars. Steal up to 43 attack from an enemy and give it to my first ally. Create a mix of 22 skulls and green gems. 22 purple, green, brown. Pan's Veil, elemental wildfolk. Wildfolk bond, allied wildfolk gain 2 life from bone. Summon a bone storm when an ally dies. Wild frenzy, all wildfolk allies gain 2 attack at the start of every turn. So really good skull spammer, good for PvP and Guild Wars, one of the best mythics in the game. Throw all your event keys until you get it. Other than that, Elwyn you can get from quests. Satyr Musician is alright very early in the game because he deals 39 damage to the first 2 enemies and then steal 2 magic and silence them. Does a lot to disrupt. Trickster you get down in the underworld, so yeah. Nyx is okay. Drain up to 12 mana from an enemy, create blue gems equal to the mana drain. So Nyx, Satyr Musician, yeah, pretty much. The Wild Queen, pretty much. Alright, now we got to go to the shop, so I'm going to have to restart my game. So, one sec. By the way, the most important thing this week is that we're getting the update on Tuesday, so I was just doing this preview like nothing else was going on, but yeah, the update, 5.0 update should be coming tomorrow, so let's get our Spoils of War. Always do this. You get 10 event keys for 1800 glory. Very worth it. And I always forget to do it, so I wanted to get it now. And now we have our Selene Guard. Also, Arcane Lava Trait Stones, red and brown. I'm trying to think of a troop that uses red and brown. It's on the tip of my tongue. Red and brown. King Bloodhammer. King Bloodhammer. So if you don't have fully traded, there you go. Right? I think he does. But yeah. Let's get one of these. The Flaming Axe Goat. It does look like fiery defense, see? Fiery defense, but where's that shield at, you know? I'm just joking, by the way. Where is that shield? I don't see it on it right here. Does he leave it on the ground and then he picks it up? 12 red, brown, Selene Guard, Pan's Veil, Wildfolk Knight. Gets those extra stats this week. Steal 30 attack from an enemy and shift it to armor. Barrier all Wildfolk allies. I mean, if he shifted it to everybody's armor, maybe that'd be cool. Then we could use it with the Rowan, but... Wildfolk Shield. Allied Wildfolk gain 2 armor. Grudge. Gain 1 attack when an enemy casts a spell. And Armored. Reduced damage from skulls by 25%. So, if I was going to argue against my Fiery Axe rant... I would say, well, what if he, you know, he's supposed to go in first slot. So he's doing skull damage. That's what he's doing with his axe. He's doing skull damage with his axe. But, you know. I feel like he should be holding a big old tower shield that's flaming. Like that tower shield, but, you know, on fire. It would be cool. And match up. That's it for that. That troop's not that good. What else? We have our events for the week. So we have the raid boss. Should we try to make a team real quick? I'm like taking way too much time right now though. We have this weapon we can talk about. Let's buy this. Buy this. Because we always do. You definitely want the enchantment and the explosion potion, but also the weapon. The first 3. Radiant Jewel. Deal 43 damage to an enemy boosted by Pan's Veil allies. Then create a mix of 6 green and yellow gems for each Pan's Veil ally. It also has, I think, cleanse on it, like a cleanse to you, and it gives mana or something. I can't remember. It does 2 like mediocre things. So what are we supposed to use this week? The Copernicus. So we'll make like a quick team. I'll probably do that. I'm gonna do that at the end of the video. That way, people just want to see like what's going on this week. They don't have to like sit through me trying to make a team for 30 minutes. So Tuesday we have Faction Assault for City of Thieves. Wednesday we have Pet Rescue for Billy Kid, but the pets have been wrong lately. Just take that with a grain of salt. We'll see. Thursday we have Bard class event, which is a okay class, mid-tier. Nothing. It's not as good as last week's Orb Weaver, but it's not a top class. And then Friday we have Vault event. So best event in the game. Make sure you, like I always say, if you're a kid or something and you have 10 hours a week to play Gems of War, save it all up for the weekend. Don't be playing now. But yeah, Vault event this weekend. If you can play as much as possible, it's the best event in the game. Alright, so let's go over a couple teams. I could show you the team I'm using for City of Thieves, but it's like the one I showed Saturday where I'm like quickly... And somebody said something about like, why am I not hitting every room? Because it's a speed run. So you try to get it done as quickly as possible. My goal isn't to get resources, it's to complete it as quickly as possible. So that's why I didn't hit every room. Yeah, let's make a team real quick. Real quick, yeah, right. Just see what we have, you know, available. So for me, for the first, you all could do like an L1 team here. Destroy a row and column, deal 40 damage to a random enemy. I don't know. I would like to do like damage to everybody in the beginning. Got the Wild Queen. That's a good troop. Luna. That's a good one for like the very early. We can make some sort of Luna team, and Luna's not as hard to get as Luna's not as hard to get as a legendary because you can go in the underworld and get it. So I think I'll make a Luna team. Let's grab Luna. I don't even know if we need 2 of them for the early. But it's not hard to get 2 of them. Then we need a mana generator. Just do like Mountain Crusher. I hate clear filter. Come on. Clear it. Go to... Why is it not clearing? Look, it won't clear. What's going on? Clear filter. There we go. Because I'm an idiot. Clear filter. Apply. Okay. Now we want just like Mountain Crusher. Actually, I don't know. I've been having fun using like Reflection of Good and stuff, but you guys probably... I don't know. Let's use something you guys definitely have. Mountain Crusher. Put that in first. Luna. And then, so this is how fast and easy you can make a team. Go back to base rarity. Go down all the way. You just want some sort of mana generator just to make, like, Trickster. That doesn't use every single color you're already using, you know? So that's how easy you can make a team, just like that. Banners. We need, green. So, green. Double green blue. No, double green brown. Yeah, that sounds good. It'll be good for our Mountain Crusher and our Luna and Trickster. And then for class, you want green to be falling. So what has a Leaf Storm? Something I've been using recently has a Leaf Storm. It could be... It might be... I want to level up Sunspear, so first of all, that's why. But right here, create a Leaf Storm, so that's good. Freeze a random enemy, we like that. Immunity to Frozen, we like that. Entangle the first enemy at the start of battle, that's good. Create a Leaf Storm, yes. Submerge a random ally, that's fine. Gain blue mana. All elves. Gain bonus red. Do we have any blue? I don't think we do. I don't think we have red either. Actually, no, we don't. Do we? Blue, no. I don't think we have any elves, but the other two don't matter either, so. So there you go. Quick, easy team. And let's do some battles real quick. You can also use Dawnbringer with all yellow troops and possibly Bard or something else that has yellow storm. But look at this. Bye-bye. But this is just for the early battles. I mean, this is what Monday is about. If you're going to go through the whole thing on Monday, then you need to chill out. Unless Monday's the only day you have to play or whatever, I guess. But just match some yellow or green or whatever. Throw your Trickster or your Mountain Crusher. Boom, bam. And you get Luna just in the underworld. The Warrens. You should definitely have Luna. The Warrens was like the first good faction to farm. It's no longer. It's like the 5th best now, but that should mean you have Luna. And you should be farming Chaos Shards every day if you don't have every legendary from the underworld. You should definitely, and it's not hard to go get Luna either. You just throw like 1,000 Chaos Shards, which isn't that hard to get. And it's a way easier legendary to get than normal legendaries, which you have to get from keys, from chests, out of a huge pool of legendaries. In the pool of legendaries that you, when you go for this troop, she's the only legendary, so, and you use Chaos Shards, not keys, so they're way easier to get. So I don't feel bad recommending legendaries from the underworld, because they're easier to get. It's like getting an epic. But this is what I would probably, I don't even know, you know, if I would probably do a Dawnbringer team, but I like this right now. This is good. Why'd I do that? I just gave him an extra turn. But see, look at this. Boom. And you could probably go pretty far, like with this team as well, because she also does like status effects, and there's 2 of her, and you have Trickster and Mountain Crusher, so 2 mana generators. Look at that, Trickster already up. Later. So yeah, this is just for just until you get to like the boss. Just do this until you get to the boss, and you could probably go even a little bit further if you want. And then tomorrow we'll come up with a different team. Definitely, because I'm not using this team the whole way. There's no way. I could use it. I could probably be stubborn and use it really far. But just to show that it's easy to make a team if you don't overthink it, which I always overthink it. And I'm probably not even using the right metals or anything. Oh yeah, I am. Cool. But anyway, that's the team. We'll do one more battle just so I can reiterate. It is Mountain Crusher with Sun Spear. It doesn't matter with the class. I just like to have the green storm falling. So whatever class you want to use, Titan would be always the recommendation, so you can have your barrier on brown match. Luna, Trickster. Trickster you also get from the Warrens. So while you're throwing your Chaos Shards to get the Lunas, you also get some Tricksters. He starts battle with 75% mana, so should almost always get up right away. Then Luna deals 48 damage to all enemies and either inflicts 1 to 2 status effects on all enemies or grant 1 to 2 positive status effects to all allies. And she explodes a random gem when matching yellow gems, 20% chance to dodge skull damage, gain 5 magic when attacking delves. Just do one more battle just to show it can go. Just to show it can go. See, normally your Trickster's going to get up just off of that. Don't even care about the skulls, because I know one shot from Luna. See you later. If that doesn't work, then the second Luna will get them. And if that doesn't work, you got Mountain Crusher and Trickster to get them back up to do it all over again while you have either 2 positive status effects or you hit them with 2 negative status effects. So either way, it's all good. So that would be the team I'd recommend for the first day. Maybe the first 2 days of the raids. Eventually you want to put Copernicus in your team, the raid troop, and like Mang or Earth's Fury or Trickster Shot or something like that. But we'll do that tomorrow. And then the City of Thieves team, that I use is not going to be good for anybody, but I'll try to give you something different. This is the team I use: High King, Irongut, Thrall, Essence of Evil, Zul'Goth. They can beat the whole thing in under 2 minutes. Orb Weaver for like the instant death or whatever it is, and then the all purple banner because you want to match purple straight off to get your Thrall up. Cast your Thrall to get your High King Irongut up. Cast your High King Irongut to devour. Cast Thrall again, and then cast High King Irongut again, and then cast Zul'Goth, and then you win, and really quickly. But we have blue and purple as our colors, so you could use the King Gobtruffle team. Forest Troll, who is blue and brown, King Gobtruffle, blue and green, King Gobtruffle, blue and green, and then Doomed Glaive. So there's an actual team that you could get without having Zul'Goth or High King Irongut. The Gobtruffle team, whenever you can use it down in the Delves, always do it. Go get it. It's an MYTHICS legendary. Get all the legendaries down there, man. You got to. They're easier to get than the overworld legendaries. You just gotta farm Chaos Shards out there. Gotta make it something you do in your Gems of War cardio. But yeah, that's what we got for this week. We have Yasmin's Pride in the Soulforge. Go get that for 300 diamonds. If you don't have it, no excuse. You can get all the resources this week. Especially there's a vault event, so there's really no excuse. Definitely get Yasmin's Pride this week if you don't have it. If you do have it, maybe get Ketris the Bull. Top 10 mythic. If you have both of those, then I would say Arachnian Weaver. Also, you can throw event keys to get the Wild Queen, which is a top 3-4 mythic. One of the best in the game. And then we have raids all week. Use your double Luna Mountain Crusher Trickster team, which you can get all those down here. You can get Luna in the Warrens just by throwing some Chaos Shards. Let's see how long. There's Trickster. There's part of your team right there. I got 3 of them. Watch this take forever because it's video luck. Lapina Knight. I'm wasting Chaos Shards. So what is this? Their 4th one? There. 800 Chaos Shards. You get her. Do it again. Get another one. Or just use one. It's fine. If you just want to use one, that's fine as well. Just find some other troop that does damage to everybody, or whatever. Use this one. Doesn't matter. Use one Luna. That's fine. So that's what we have for raids. Tuesday, we have City of Thieves, which I just showed you a team for that, a faction of it. And Wednesday, we have the Billy Kid Pet, maybe. Thursday, we have Bard class of it. Okay class, mid-tier class, maybe slightly lower than mid-tier, not as good as Orb Weaver last week. Do your free battles, or, you know, if it's the last class you need to level up, or you need the weapon, or whatever, or if it happens to be the one you're leveling, then go hard, I guess. And then this weekend, Vault event, most important thing. So the 3 most important things this week. Ready? The 5.0 update's coming out tomorrow. Get Yasmin's Pride. It's a really good weapon. And it's only available right now, and it's never available any other time, so you gotta get it right now this week. And Vault event. So 5.0 update, Yasmin's Pride, Vault event. Just remember that, and you'll be good this week. And like, share, subscribe, and consider joining. It really helps out. And I'll see y'all next time. I thought I had somebody to shout out, but if I was supposed to shout somebody out in this video, I will get you tomorrow. I'm very sorry. I need to go look and write it down. So if you were expecting a shout out in this video, I got you tomorrow. Alright? Peace.